Hi, I'm Caterina Di Biase and I'm here today with Showpony, and we're going to go through some step-by-steps. The first look that we're going to do for you today is Boho Goddess, and it's a beautiful look, very, very commercial, very much on trend on what's happening today. And what we have here is a beautiful model with long, beautiful blonde hair, but we're going to turn her into a goddess. As we know, clients, I should say, with long hair generally like to look longer, or if they have thin, spindly hair with lots of layer and want to be a goddess. This is how we can show you how to transform it using Showpony extensions, being able to make your clients into goddesses. So what we've done, it's really, really important that the hair is prepped beforehand, cleanly washed and blow waved so that the hair is nice and clean, free of products. That's what's really, really important. So the hair needs to be nice and clean and free of products. Make sure that there's not too much conditioner in at the roots so that the extensions don't slide, because the clients are paying a lot of money for their extensions and they want to get longevity out of them. So the extensions that we're going to use today is the Ice Blonde. So it's one of the new colours for the Showpony range, and we're going to add it through the hair, which will add a nice another dimension. So it'll look like she's just had another set of extension, a full set of slices and dices through her hair. So if you look at it through her hair, it gives her a contrast. It's beautiful and long and luscious. But remember that when the clients have long hair and they want longer hair, adding extensions into the hair will protect the hair, because you're sandwiching it together, so the long extension hair will protect the client's hair underneath. So it is a way for them to grow their hair and not get so much heat damage, because the extensions will take the heat more than the very, very highlighted human hair. Even though these are human hair, our own hair tends to be a little bit more, soft and damaged. So we're going to work through, starting at the back, we're going to do all the way through the back. We're going to brick it all the way up because we want it to be down. She generally wears her centre part. We'll come up to the crest area of the head, spacing them out nicely so that she does get that luscious, beautiful goddess feeling. So it's really important when you're doing extension work, be fussy, as if you were doing highlights. Think of your position of where you're going to put them, where the hair is naturally going to fall, where you want the highlight to fall, where it's going to fall on her shoulder. Remembering that the client wears her hair up, whether she wears her hair down, how close to the hairline, how far away from the hairline. These are all things that you need to take into consideration. It's really important. Consultation is everything, just as it is with colour. If people think of extensions like they think of where they put their colour placement, they'll never be in the wrong spot. As you can see, I'm putting them in not too close together, leaving a little bit of a space of hair in between so that I get them nicely across the back of her hair. It's really important that when you put them through, that you do try to marry them up really, really together. So when you put your bottom one in, so place your bottom one into position. I just use my tail comb so that I just support it so I get the exact position, and then over the top. So it's really important that this one matches up, so just match it up on top gently before you put your pressure and squeeze it in. Okay, so then it's a perfect match and there's no stickiness left around the edge. We're coming around the face, around the hairline is always really, really important, that it's not too close to the hairline. Some clients like it extremely close to the hairline because they don't wear their hair down and they want excess volume. So that is, that's a personal thing. Bearing in mind, always ask the client, does she tie her hair up? Does she wear it in a ponytail? If she goes to the gym, those are really important questions, because otherwise it'll put unnecessarily strength and pressure on the own hair. It won't do anything to the extension, but the extension is connected to her own hair. So it's important that it works well. Our gorgeous model is definitely not going to go to the gym before I go on stage, trust me. So you can see that beautiful blend happening through the hair. It's just amazing. So, in a salon, doing highlights in her hair would be about 4 hours, and you would have a percentage of breakage. Even for the most experienced colorist on this beautiful, it's very, very fine hair, the constant bleaching does have wear and tear on the hair. So, and it takes, takes time. So this is a way of, it doesn't mean that she doesn't have color and she doesn't have her hair bleached, but it just adds. So the concept is, do you want frizz with that? And she can have frizz, she can have extensions. And there you have it. These haven't been blended in or cut or anything like that, but you can see beautiful hair, flicks of color, just looks amazing. Instant hair, love it. And now what we'll do now is we'll cut that and blend it, and then we'll add that texture and that beautiful bohemian feel to it and keep it on trend. As you can see with this client, that her hair is not very, very layered. It's quite the one length. So we need to cut it to her hair. Quite often, clients' hair is very, very layered, so you can blend it in. But when you have a client that doesn't want to have layers in their hair, well then you need to match it. You can't, there's nothing you can do to blend that. So, and if you leave it, it looks really, really unprofessional. So we're just going to cut it up to her hair, which will just give it added volume and make it look beautiful without, without leaving it looking like a bad extension job. What we're doing now is we're going to do a textured curl. So just curling one curl one way and one the other, dropping it down from the roots, holding the end to keep the tension so it gets nice and, but keeping the end straight. Just using my fingers on them to get them, to make sure it gets nice and hot, so that it allows to curl the extension, and then just gently slide the wand out, and then just stretch it a little bit. Remembering that the hair extension won't drop, so it's important that you get happy with the texture of the curl that you have. Break it up, remembering that when you add hair extensions it doesn't drop too much, so you don't want to over curl it and stretch it. The real hair will drop, but the extensions will hold, so be aware of it. We're going to let her sit like that until she's ready, because obviously she's going to have makeup. So do at home, do your hair, then do your makeup, and then brush it out just before you finish, and you'll see the end result. But as you can see, it looks pretty, pretty cool, you know what I mean? And she's got beautiful instant colour and instant fullness and length.